Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On them all, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Just like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that janky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On them all, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a Jason away. Got a new Chris Bosh, but it don't take time. I pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On them all, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Yeah. Even with a sprain.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tuck it and run. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Second and 8. At the 20.
From the 22, here's second and 8. This time Jackson will throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
James Conner.
Not able to get a single yard there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Hill. Jackson, option right. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. This time he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
44, 52 the mic, boy, 52. Ready? Check 52 the mic. Check 52 the mic.
Here's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run here with Connor, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
A loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
41-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. Slant to Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Ravens.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Here's second and 10.
40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Jackson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. A run with counter on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Nice
satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5. At the Ravens' 12-yard line.
No spacing. Back two, Mike. Back two. Watch the twist.
Ben to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane.
Justin Lane. Jackson's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Here we go, G, get off the field.
Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
All right, now. Nickers, got a spin. Who's 30? Hey. Check.
On third down, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll go out near midfield at the 39. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They snap it at one. Now it's Roethlisberger. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 23. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense falls.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
50. Focus.
Now Roethlisberger. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Boswell's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shot. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 64 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
On the carry. Calais Campbell on the stop. A loss of a yard on the back.
Now in Pittsburgh, it's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brings up 3rd down.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
This is fielded at the 7. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
58 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, a run for Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The ball carrier.
10 more there and another 1st down.
At the 11.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Steelers.
On 2nd down now. It's Hill. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Marcus Peters on the cover.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
That's the score. Steelers 30. Ravens 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. To the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the second round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jackson picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, watch the slant. Jack 15. 52 to Mike, boy, 52. Watch the flag.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
If you're a selfish player,